Three powers, one fate. Decline. In round 44, the Turks, Thracians and Burgundians suffer massive territorial losses. Is the era of their empires now come to an end? Today we'll examine every single region lost. Welcome to round 44. Today the world is in turmoil and the balance of power is shifting faster than ever before. We begin on the eastern fringes of the Indian subcontinent. The Bengali war machine shows no signs of slowing down as they continue their relentless advance into Burmese territory. Meanwhile, in Asia Minor, a desperate struggle for survival is unfolding. Armenia has launched a fierce counterattack against the Ottoman Empire, fighting tooth and nail to reclaim what they lost. At the same time, Athens is seizing the opportunity, pushing even deeper into the Ottoman heartland. The Sultan is under heavy fire from all sides. Heading to Western Europe, the British attempted a bold strike against the Teutons. But it ended in disaster. The assault was a total failure, leaving the British forces decimated and their ambitions in tatters. Just a few miles south, the Burgundians are playing a dangerous game of give and take. In desperate bid to save their kingdom, they managed to retake the Palatinate from the Franks, but the cost was high. Simultaneously, they lost Lorraine to a Frankish counter-strike. As if that wasn't enough, the Goths sensed weakness and pawns from the south, seizing yet another region from Burgundy and taking Nice into a lonely Burgundian exclave. The vultures are truly circling. The bitter feud between Thrace and Bulgaria rages on, with the Bulgarians carving a patch deeper into Thracian lands. Not far away, the Byzantine-Ottoman war continues to escalate as the Byzantines successfully liberate their lost territories from the Turkish occupation. In the Caucasus, Georgia has finally found its footing, launching a much-needed counter-offensive against Armenia and reclaiming their first province, a small glimmer of hope in the dark hour. In the east, the Hindustanis secured a massive victory over the Puru, effectively isolating their regions in the heights of Tibet. However, they couldn't celebrate for long, as they lost another region to the Gujaras on another front. The Chinese Empire just delivered a psychological blow to Korea. They didn't just capture the region of Weifang, they leveled the Korean wonder to the ground. Back in Europe, the Huns are looking to wipe out the Roman exclave in Bari. Success for the Huns, their influence over Italy is rising. Sensing blood in the water, the Macedonians have joined the fray, delivering another crushing blow to the crumbling Thracian kingdom. At the same time, the Poles have reignited their offensive against Hungary, seizing more land for the crown. The presence on Burgundy has now reached a breaking point as they lose Marseille to the Italians and with that the connection to the Mediterranean Sea. The Koreans, angered by their lost wonder, launch a counter-strike to recapture their sacred ruins in Weifang. The Romans aren't sleeping yet. Even if they lose another region to the Huns, they started a naval invasion of Nice against the Italians. The well-carried-out naval invasion was a success, cutting off Marseille and turning it into a vulnerable Italian exclave, a tactical nightmare for Italy. In the Near East, the Saracens have finally made their move, launching their first major offensive and snatching off a region from the Armenians. Down in North Africa, we saw an alliance as the Spanish and Andalusians joined forces against the Berbers. After a grueling, blood-soaked battle, the alliance prevailed, but only for the Andalusians. The Spanish forces were completely broken in the process, leaving the Andalusians to claim the territory and wander all for themselves. A bitter victory indeed. Before their kingdom vanished from the map, the Thracians made one last desperate attempt to repel the Byzantines from Tekirdaq. It was a massacre, the weakened Thracian survivors are in full retreat, and hope has all but faded. The time is most likely up. As the round closes, the Ottomans managed a small victory against Athens, but their armies are exhausted and desperately need to recover. Hungary too snatched a region back from the Huns, narrowly avoiding total decline for now. That concludes the cast of round 44. Let's take a look at the top civilizations and see who is still standing tall in this ever-changing world.